day number 2. Is daylight beginning to appear between the Europeans and Team USA? 4-2 for the USA this early on in the piece is manageable. 5-2, Alison, would be a worry.
Absolutely. They've got a strong lineup today, and I was sitting on the sidelines watching the whole of that match. Absolutely brilliant match, something we've been looking forward to. Seeing some good play, obviously seeing the face-off with Jayson and Shane, and there was everything in that match. It was a very high-class match.
And I think we must emphasise, folks, that sometimes rivalries in sport are built out of all proportion. This one is really, you could feel the tension in there.
Oh, you could see it in their faces, the amount of concentration and composure, and the way they took their time on the shots. It was something to watch.
Another great thing in sport is momentum, and of course, having played on the table already, Jayson Shaw, in my opinion, at an advantage.
Yeah, the thing is just to keep focused. If he has that high intensity focus, then they're going to be a phenomenal team together. You know, that was a massive point for Europe, I think, just to get that lead again, further lead. And yeah, I think they're going to make a good team, these two.
I'm not sure about getting position.
I'm not sure. I don't know what to play safe after. What were you thinking? Do you think your jump's easy?
I'm more comfortable. I think I'm more comfortable with the jump.
Okay, fine.
See, this is where you've got to play what you like, isn't it? It's not necessarily what maybe Jayson would play, but Joshua's choosing to jump the shot because he has a high comfort level in doing so. And that's why. What a great shot. Just a little short there, but great make on the ball, and they're still in control of the table. Nicely played. Another angle. Well, I don't think he wanted it to go over the pocket, that's for sure, because now they're leaving another jump or a kick. Looks like for Skyler coming to the table. Definitely not what they wanted, a jump shot here again.
Yes, and in my experience, when it comes to jump shots, Woodward is nifty. Oh, that was a double jump.
Yes, it was. Absolutely not what he wanted, but I'm sure Europe's pleased to take ball in hand here. Yeah, it's close to the pocket. You had a lot of top spin on that forward roll. And it's about where the cue ball jumps on the table, timing that right. So there's a lot of skill to that shot.
Tell me where.
We heard the consultation before between Shaw and Filler. I'm not surprised they communicate well. Seems to me as though they're on the same wavelength. Both natural potters, both left-handers, similar players, similar brilliance.
Absolutely. You've got no worries about going for shots with these two. And it's going to be interesting today to see how Chris plays, I think, with Skyler. I went in the practice room earlier and had a quick chat with Alex and Carl, and I think nice shot. I think Joshua needs to sort of relax a bit more. I think yesterday was a bit tense, and he wasn't playing his game, and he had the lowest stats yesterday. So it's going to be interesting to see today what happens with his game. I'm sure we'll see a different player. I said, get Pierre on the phone, his wife.
Behind every good man there's a better woman, and behind Joshua Filler in this, well, Jayson Shaw immediately behind him, giving support, and also the team itself. There's no doubt about the shot that turn this rack. It's this one.
Yeah, he just caught it on the edge there, let it fly off the table. Hit it a little bit too thin. Still, it's only the first rack. Plenty of pool to go.
Their respective doubles records, well, both of the Europeans have winning records. Filler, 3 wins, 2 defeats. Shaw, 7 doubles wins, 4 defeats. As for the Americans, a different story. Of course, this is Chris Robinson's first experience of doubles. Skyler Woodward has won 8 doubles matches in the Mosconi Cup, but lost 9.
Really? That's I'm surprised at that statistic.
Rack number 2, Team Europe ahead 1-0. Team USA to break.
Well, that's a nice little break up there. Let's watch that again. The only problem is we've got a few balls together down the end of a table here. 6, 7, 8. We'll see what happens with that. But it's a nice start for Chris if he can get going. A little bit hampered here. Having to elevate the cue slightly in the back. Always makes it a little more tricky. Longer bridge length. Nicely played. You know what I noticed in the last match, Phil, was that there were no dry breaks, so they'd figured out the break on that table.
We play safe on it.
Well, the number of break-in runouts last night was very low, just 6 all evening. And we saw 2 break-in runouts in the opening singles this evening. I think the quality is bound to improve.
Yeah, everyone's looking more comfortable. Those who are playing so far look more comfortable at the table.
Run to the 9.
It's up to you. You can actually hit this with a little bit of speed, with a little bit of half, like a tip of half, and you'll bend around the 9. You can run into the 8 or something. If you want, you have 15 seconds.
He hit that a little bit too low when he made connection with that. I think Sky was talking a little bit higher.
Yeah.
So we just put him in a little bit of trouble now. Yeah, I think he should have been a little higher on the ball there.
Attention, please.
He just stunned it a little bit.
And after the calamitous jump shot in the first rack, comes another in the second.
Yeah, but the 4 ball's further away from the pocket this time, so I don't foresee that happening on this shot. I don't believe he's left a combo there. I'm not sure if you can see the right-hand side of the 5 ball here. As we can see, he just missed it, and then let's see what he's left. Another view of it. Just overcut it slightly there.
Attention, please.
Yeah, he's just going to, I think, roll forward and get a safety behind the 7. Let's see. There we go, nice shot. Nice shot because he's blocked the top rail. It's not an easy hit. He's going to have to come off the side here to hit this ball.
Lots of traffic in this one quadrant of the table. And when it's like this, it's always nervy.
It's not easy to get safe on the 5.
7 seconds. A little more left.
He's doing a 2-rail shot here. Let's see. Well, he's left Joshua a shot. We're used to seeing Joshua make these.
Good thing.
But still a long shot. Just makes it look so easy, doesn't he, Phil?
Well, he does, and so does Shaw, and I think
Yeah.
that's why together they are so formidable.
Well, they are, and I looked at it on paper before we came out tonight, and I thought, well, they've really got a great lineup tonight, Europe. So I'm expecting them to pull a little power punch today and get a few matches under their belt and put America under pressure.
You know, predicting the Mosconi Cup is impossible, but tonight so far, it's been a sure thing. Jayson Shaw, and now in partnership with Mr. Filler, looking very good indeed.
Have to go left or right.
Just saw a little picture in the back there with Justin Bergman. Unfortunately, he didn't come through this year because of COVID. It's, I'm sure he's watching it on TV right now. We're wishing you all the best, Justin.
What
Because
happened?
it was saying there we took an extension.
Maybe it was just a mistake because we went to the table when
Right.
they missed
I
it.
like that
No,
we're
no,
hearing
no.
a lot of the talk tonight, aren't we? They've turned up the mics, and so we're privy to the
No,
conversation.
we didn't.
I don't know, it doesn't matter. We won, let's go. Lunch good. Let's pop it.
He looks more relaxed tonight, doesn't he?
He most certainly does. Last night wasn't himself.
Rack number 3.
No, for sure.
Team Europe.
The big thing with Filler, he needs freedom when he's
All of
playing.
it.
And Team Europe
Oh, here.
to break.
Right here.
Yeah, and I actually think that having Jayson as a partner right now, coming off of that win, has to take a little bit of heat off. Well, he was just millimetres really from making the one in the side there, I think.
That's your fault, Alison, talking about dry breaks a moment ago.
But do you remember yesterday? It hit almost where the one was and went down in the corner pocket on one of his breaks. Almost was identical. But he's not going to be happy about that because that enables the American team now to get started and get a frame on the board here. It's like snooker days, and I said frame.
Don't worry, I fall into that hole all the time.
Forward.
He's got a slight angle there to go top
You straight
spin.
and you can draw if you want.
Yeah, again, that's your choice. Some players will go top, and he's going low on the ball. So let's see how well he strikes this. He struck it really nicely, actually. Smooth. That's exactly what you want on that shot. There's no jabbing. He looks pretty relaxed. There we go. See his follow through. Look at the tip of the cue, staying down after the shot. It's very good technique. That's a nice play by Sky.
In their conversations, it seems to me as though Skyler Woodward is doing most of the talking. Chris Robinson is doing most of the listening, and considering their relative status within the game, I think that's appropriate.
Yeah, I agree, and I think Chris is always willing to learn, and if you know, I think Skyler is a nice calming influence to play with, and I think it's going to benefit Chris a lot. Because Chris is a great player. But as I said, the experience of Skyler and where he's
Yeah,
comfortable.
totally.
You've got to be careful in doubles of not over-talking it. That's the one thing.
And there's also one word you never say in doubles: sorry.
Exactly, I absolutely agree with that. Never apologise if you make a mistake, because you've got to remain present, one ball at a time. You're there together as a team. That focus. Beautiful stroke. See how he stayed down, tipped down. Excellent, excellent delivery.
The first two racks of this match were all about jump shots that failed. That rack was all about a dry break. 2-1 it is to the Europeans. The venue is the Ricoh Arena in Coventry. The tournament is the biggest of the pool year, the Party Poker Mosconi
4.
Cup.
The current score is 2-1 Europe. Team USA to break.
It's the second evening. Europe trying to regain the cup after losing it for the last 2 years. Currently lead 4-2 overall, and in this match they hold a 2-1 advantage.
And here we see Chris Robinson at the table, ready to break. Well, he played a slight cut break there. A lot of them in the past games have been hitting the cue ball, the one ball full on. So you can see he just overcut it slightly. And now he's left Europe a really good opportunity.
They see 4 racks. 2 dry breaks already. Is this going to be role reversal? The Americans took full advantage of the last dry break. Can Europe do so here?
Yeah, it was interesting in the last match. There were no dry breaks, so Shane and Jayson really got the break down on the table today. Yesterday there were a lot of dry breaks. So I'm sure Chris will be thinking about, if he gets back to the table with the break, just to what he's going to do to change it up. That's a nice shot by Jayson with the bridge there. Or the rest, as we say in snooker. Nice top spin shot.
Extension, please.
Beautiful shot there by Joshua. Really nice stroke on that. There's so much trust between these players, as you said earlier, because they're just great shot makers.
And I think trust is born out of mutual admiration.
Yes, a lot of respect for each other. That's a nice shot too, good speed. Well, they've certainly got the speed of the table down today, that's for sure.
Right.
It's exciting to see what these players are going to do in their futures too, isn't it?
Both could have very big futures in the present. Europe taking control of this first doubles of the evening. They now lead by 3 racks to 1, and that was Craftsman at work.
Well, some smiles in the European camp there. Very relaxed. And I like the fact that Jayson's really, again, taking his time, because you can come off a big match like he just won against Shane and be a little too relaxed, but he's still keeping that intensity there, and it takes a lot of focus, because he's also going to play, I think, the last match of the day, isn't he?
Can do it, Pop.
He is indeed. Shaw down to play Billy Thorpe in the 5th match of the evening, the last singles. And if he goes into that with 2 points under his belt for the day, he will be brimming with confidence.
Absolutely. It'll be a big thing for Europe. And yesterday he had the highest AccuStat ratings.
Great to see these photographs of the fans. They have such a good time at the Mosconi Cup. I've been involved in several of them now down at Alexandra Palace, and the atmosphere, well, there's nothing like it.
There isn't, there really isn't. There's nothing close to it. So we wish you were all here, and we're glad you're tuning in and watching this Mosconi Cup.
Rack number 5.
2020.
3-1 in favor of Team Europe. Team Europe to break.
Well, he made the one ball on the side, but it doesn't look like Joshua's got a shot. Look at that again. Got kicked in by the 2 ball. Having a little discussion. I'd like to know what they're saying here.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I could just
come here.
keep going.
I think that was what Joshua was saying. He's trying to roll it across to put behind the
you know. I would just make
7
sure
ball.
Make sure you get the 2 balls
Yep.
up there. Just get the cue ball there.
One thing you must do in this game is to make sure one of the balls is correct, because if you're sometimes trying to play both of them just right, it can be disastrous. So Joshua was more into getting the 2 safe, and Jayson was mentioning getting the cue ball behind the 7. At the end of the day, you've got to do what you feel is right, but make sure you focus on one of the balls for sure.
Well, when you're playing safety, getting the object ball safe is the primary objective. Getting the cue ball safe as well, that's the icing on the cake.
Oh yeah, absolutely. nice. He hit that full ball, which is what he was playing. That was a great shot by Skyler Woodward there. A great shot. And that's what I love about kicking and the skill level. Look at that. Because, you know, you can always try and make that shot too, but not necessarily get position on the 3 ball. So that was a great, great shot he played there. So, has he got a thin cut? He's either got a thin cut or rail first.
Extension.
Extension, please.
It's a shot you have to go for, I think. We could hit rail first and possibly knock it off the 9, but
the 9 on mine.
it's a very tricky shot,
If you're
this.
comfortable, just go. Trust you.
Did you hear that? The trust word.
20
I like
seconds.
That.
Take
He's
your
got
time.
to go with his instinct. And he has a good instinct, that's for sure. Look at that, he made that look easy. Old Eagle Eye made that look easy, doesn't he? Hey? And now he's left Joshua. I think he's going to go for the bank here and stun into the floor.
Soft bank it into there, I'll make you fall.
Ouch, that one hurt there, I think, that miss. He's just caught the jaw of the pocket there. He was maybe a little more focused on the 4, I'm not sure.
Yes, at this level, that kind of bank is pretty routine.
Yeah, he had to cut it a little bit, but still, I expected him to make it.
Extension, please.
He's going to be a little frustrated with that.
Anything yet? 34 seconds, just look at it.
So can he...
Yeah, try to bank it straight up
can
the
he get
rail.
past there?
Try to get it here.
Just
Like
follow on the cue ball?
Yeah. If
Yeah,
you
he
get a
looks-
little far, it's
So
okay.
it sounds like it does. So it's he's going to go 2 rails forward, just make the ball, get a shot on the 4 ball. Oh no! See, he couldn't get through there. I need some better camera angles here, I think, or better eyes even. Yep. Played a
20
very good
seconds.
shot there. Very good shot. Oh, not what he wanted. On rail kick, but he caught it too thin, I think. Trying to push the ball to the top rail there. So an excellent opportunity now for the US players.
Yes, they'll be very disappointed if they don't tidy up the rack here.
Just draw back a little bit.
Yeah, just a little.
Yeah, this is this our roadmap, Phil?
Maybe just a little bit of sat-nav guidance. Of course it is. One thing I've noticed when Woodward and Robinson have a chat, Woodward
on the
just
rail or a
doesn't
little off?
only give advice about the
rail
shot,
first
he
or
also
what?
keeps the eye
Straight
firmly
in,
on the
fine.
clock, so he
Or
tells
whatever,
Robinson
confused
when
by the hole.
time is running down.
Yeah, they're very good about watching that for each other. I think everyone has each other's back in the doubles. That was nicely played. He's a little straight, but he can get off the rail here anyway. Sky can. Can either pop it out or go 2 rails and load it up with a high ball. It's up to how he feels. Yeah, just popped it out with a stun shot. Get Chris away from the rail. Nice shot from Chris there. A little bit of inside English, left English on the ball, and Sky should finish this rack off. There we go.
Skyler Woodward, the MVP on 2 American winning sides in 2018 and again last year, delivers there, reducing the USA deficit in this match to just
At angle, I didn't want it to
3-2.
take off.
No,
I
you're
knew
good.
if I lit up, I could also shoot the 7 up.
No, you're good, bro.
Yeah.
You're good.
And I think the USA are up to break. Is that correct?
It is indeed. The break's not counted for a lot in this match so far.
No. It's
Yeah, if I
it's
jam-
gone back
if I
and
jam it,
forth
it's
to the
jam
opposite
juice, baby.
players, isn't it?
Snoop Dogg.
They have that in Kentucky? Snoop Dogg? That's a thing?
Snoop Dogg? It's Kentucky.
A dog?
Shoot.
That's my dog.
I've met Snoop Dogg.
Have you?
Yes, I
Dogg,
have.
Snoop Dogg's a hillbilly, man. What you talking about?
That's funny. Listen to them. They're very
Yeah, I think
relaxed.
so.
This is the
I
fun
really
part of
think
the
he is.
conversation, isn't it? Look how relaxed
Look
they
at
are
my
talking
tip, my
about
layers
Snoop
coming
Dogg
out.
and
You see
Kentucky.
it?
Oh, damn.
It's been coming up for like 6 months.
That's it?
Still there.
Proud of you.
Yeah, Chris has a very dry sense of humour. Keeps a straight face.
Rack number 6. Turn score is 3-2 in favor of Team Europe. Team USA to break.
Yes, Robinson from the left coast, the Golden State. Skyler Woodward from the Bluegrass State. Tonight, though, he's trying to keep blue off the scoreboard.
I think so, but look what happened there. We've got another dry break. Replay. This is what was happening last night, wasn't it? The wing ball wasn't going, the one ball wasn't going in the side pocket. And both of them have struggled so far.
What do you say?
There's no value in pushing up unless we push out top down. I'm just going to play safe number 6.
Can you understand that Scottish accent? I heard a
I
push
think that's
out.
the right shot.
Huh?
It's tough.
Yeah, but it's just one of those ones though. You're going to push out top there. And you're just going to put your mind in it.
But whatever happens,
Leave
Phil,
it down.
make sure you
Yeah.
tell it to the referee. As we saw
Extension.
yesterday,
Extension,
big
please.
mistake.
Could also just
When
make them
Skyler didn't
and
call
play
his
safe
push
with
out.
2. What do you think about that?
I don't fancy rolling it. Do you?
It's tough.
Listen.
Just do your thing. Come on.
That was a nice sort of discussion between them both. As we said, respect, trust, and Joshua walking away, letting Jayson do what he wants. Wow. He cued that, didn't he? That was a tough shot.
As clean as a whistle. No head movement, no hint of a snatch, just delivery of cue par excellence.
Yes, absolutely. Cueing score, this is.
You got set 15 seconds. Whatever you think, or you could just make the 2 back across to your technical forward line. You've got 10 seconds, Josh.
Extension.
No, you've got none.
No,
You've got none.
No extension.
Oh, what's going to happen here? Let's see.
Now that was miscommunication because Shaw saved Fuller's bacon there.
Soft kick.
Fuller
out.
thought they got an
Right.
extension. He was mistaken,
Play it too.
and thankfully Shaw was on top of it.
Yes,
But
and that's
Where you
where
normally
you've got to be on the ball here, because that's the worst case scenario, isn't it? Where you give ball in hand through a mistake like that. And the shot he played just under pressure was neither here nor there. That was a nice shot by Chris. Very good speed. A very sort of standard shot, but you've still got to make sure you don't get that double kiss. So he played that at nice speed. And he's put Jayson in a bit of trouble now. It's about control of the ball. It's not about hitting the ball. It's about what they do with it after the hit. And I think he'll take that, Jayson, because that wasn't easy to control at all.
He'll take that all day, every day.
Yes, absolutely. to not leave the other team an easy shot.
It's off. I'm keeping an eye on it.
But I expect them to possibly be back in trouble now. See his eyes flick up to the clock there.
Extension.
Extension, please.
Doesn't
Nice
forget
job
to
there,
declare
but
the
I'm scared there's gonna go
extension,
thin.
like he forgot to declare the push out last night.
Yes, absolutely. He won't be making any
Okay.
more mistakes. That's for sure. That was a really cute little shot there that he played. He played that cannon into the 4-ball there to hold the cue ball up for the snooker. That was a really nice shot. He knows he's
About
on the
20
screen
seconds.
right there. It's a tough shot. Anything can happen here. And it did.
Foul. Illegal contact.
Didn't want that, that's for sure. Ball in hand to the US players, they'll be delighted with that. All from a good shot from Skyler. Reaping the rewards.
Amazing when there's room around the back of a ball like that. So often it's found.
Yeah. So this is the key shot here, getting back for the 3-ball, getting on that right hand side of the ball there. His line is perfect, and that's a nice shot there. That was nicely played. He's given him a nice angle to get back on the 6-ball here.
In 5 pots time, I would be astounded if it wasn't all square.
Absolutely. Has he left him straight in? Let's see.
Middle table.
No? He's got a little bit of angle there. Yes, it should be Phil from here. And that would square it up. 3-3, midway through the match. Now this is a little tricky. He's left him a little straighter than planned. Didn't come off the rail as expected there. He wanted to be a little bit further out. So Sky's going to make this, but Chris is going to have a little trickier shot than he would have. The good thing about this shot, even though it's a little bit trickier, is that you just need to focus on making the ball, because the cue ball is going to run back and forth for an easy shot into the side pocket on the 9-ball. So he's just got to focus on making this shot. Nicely played by Chris there.
This Mosconi Cup is ultra competitive. So many matches going so close, and this is going to be another.
Like launch.
USA 3, Europe 3.
You kind of punched it.
Huh? Yeah. I should have
Yeah,
pulled
we
a little right on, I
saw
think,
Jayson and
easier.
Joshua win the first 2 games, and then we've just seen Skyler and Chris win the last 2 games.
Up table? Well, no, because it was it.
I thought they took this rack really calmly, tidily, without any alarms whatsoever.
Absolutely.
No movement there from Robinson. He was entitled to be nervous, but didn't seem to be.
No, he's got a good partner, I think. He's very calm and look, see how they're
Well, what do
having a
I look
laugh?
like?
They're discussing how they look.
I don't say it out loud.
It's all good.
Rack number 7. They're currently tied at 3-3. Team Europe to break.
Oh, now we're talking. Joshua's come back to the table, made a couple of balls on the break. Look at that 9 ball.
And where the 9 is, Alison, Killer Filler could be in for a quick kill.
Yeah, we'll see. See what happens here. Look at this. So it looks like if they bump into the 6, that the 4 goes.
And the 2 will come over there now. Just play Houdin. 30 seconds.
Because
That time.
they do have to get that ball out from there. So I would try and make the 2, but also bump that 4 ball out from there.
20.
Yeah, we've got time.
15.
Extension, John.
Extension, please.
I like the speed that Jayson's playing at. Not taking anything for granted here. Look at that, commentator's curse. I did it again.
There's no doubt about it, he was distracted there. The concentration was divided between the pot and, of course, the positional requirement. He doesn't miss pots like that.
Yeah, it's too much focus on the other ball there.
Extension, please.
Now, is he going to cross bank this ball? Or is he going to play loads of topspin and try and get that cue ball to hug the rail and make the 9?
If you get lucky.
We expect him to make the bank. He's such a good bank pool player. I think he's won the Derby City banks before, which is a tough tournament to win.
Yeah, the Derby City Classic, a festival of pool like no other. And it was very sad to hear, very recently actually, that next year's event has been cancelled.
Really? Yeah. Because it's early in the year. It's usually in January every year.
So the world's best will have to convene in southern Indiana in early 2022.
It's a long time to wait, that's for sure. Now, really Chris was playing a kick and stick there. He wanted the cue ball behind the 6. But he's still got away with a snooker.
10 seconds.
And he likes this jump shot. Oh, that 9 ball's hanging delicately over the pocket there.
You got it. My shot, right?
Your shot.
This is such a big rack now.
Absolutely. This is a tough shot because he's got the 9 hampering him a little bit. But also, I think he could, if he makes the ball, he can go forward and bump the 6 out too. Well, he's given Chris a chance. There's options here.
You want me to play the carrom?
Yeah, you can try the slow roller. Just play the 5 to the side rail.
So he's doing a thin
like
cut to
that,
try and
give
make
us
the
pressure.
9 ball in the corner now. There we go. Let's see. Did he make it? Oh my word. One more rotation was all he needed there to make that 9 ball. Didn't quite have the legs on it. But as we can see, he's also played the 4 in a safety position. It was a two-way shot. Look at him walking around to see. That was so unlucky there.
One more revolution.
Oh. It would have been fine if he caught the ball first, but he just caught the rail, which slowed it down. The priority for Jayson there was trying to get that cue ball safe, which he did. That was a good shot from where he was.
Well, this rack proves the old adage that pool is a game of fractions.
Look at Kutchi and Carl in the background there. So we've got a cross bank, or we've got a safety here. Oh dear, he caught the side pocket. He was trying to roll forward on that cue ball to use the 6 and the 8.
Trying to make both.
I think he's going for the 4, but he's also going to play the cue ball down to make the 9 in the corner pocket. This will be a nice shot if it comes off.
This could be spectacular.
No,
No.
not the way this table's playing. He put topspin on that and it immediately curved forward. So has he left Jayson a good shot to roll up on the 8? I'm not sure. It'd be very delicate if it is. Yeah, that shot that Joshua played, you've either got to hit it firmer or lower. And Jason's playing the 9 ball. Has he got the legs?
Come on!
Wow, what a shot!
One shot!
Imagination and execution. Jayson Shaw, eagle eye. But I'll tell you what, he is not American eagle eye. He's very much European, and he's delighted they've taken a 4-3 lead. What a shot that was.
Look at the relief on his face. Brilliant shot. There we see it again. Bit of low left spin on the ball. And just the right speed. Look at that. Perfect.
One thing's guaranteed, that shot will appear on plenty of highlight reels. Not just a great shot aesthetically, but it could be massively significant.
Yes, that's put them back in the lead, isn't it? Europe leading 4 games to 3 now. Oh, did you see that? Joshua breathing a sigh of relief.
Rack number 8. Current score is 4-3 in favor of Team Europe. Team USA to break.
Is it going to be the second match of the night to go hill-hill?
Oh, wow, look at that. That is the perfect break. I cannot believe that. It's a great break. You made 4 balls on the break there, Phil.
Well, I think the record is Alex Pagulayan, the Canadian, who has made 6 on the break. Lost the rack, actually. But to knock in 4 is pretty good.
Yeah, at least he's got the shot, right? That was a great break. Best break of the tournament so far.
Follow out here.
Now the pressure's going to go back on the Europeans. Chris sorted that out quickly, I can assure you of that. He didn't make a break before, and now look at that. That was a nice speed. Nice angle for Skyler just to come across for the 8 ball in the corner pocket. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Shot.
I didn't want you on the other side, you're so short.
Did you hear that? He said, I didn't want you on the other side of the pocket because you're so short. He's keeping it very light-hearted here.
The competitiveness of this year's Mosconi Cup is simply extraordinary. This is the 7th match, and for the 4th time already, we are going the distance.
Hey, Aunt Billy.
Wow, the excitement. And
What?
this is a really, really big point.
What about when
here.
he's played him straight in? He's
The
got
difference
shots.
of 4-3 or 5-2 we're looking at. So let's see what Jayson can conjure up on the break. Let's look at what Chris just did. Fantastic. Well, he certainly created the opportunity for America now.
This was a cruncher.
Terrific.
And now this rack is the crunch. You know, at the end of the 6th match, the singles between Van Boening and Shaw earlier this evening, we could have had 54 racks played in total in the overall match. We've had 49. And now again, right to the wire.
Rack number
This
9.
is what
the
everyone's
current score
waiting
is
for, isn't
4-4.
it? These
Hill, Hill.
tight matches.
Team Europe to break.
Well, he made the ball, look at that. And a shot on the 1 ball. He couldn't wish for better than that. He took a little bit of speed off the break there.
Well, I'm no John Denver, but country roads take me home.
Yeah, thank you very much. Let's see if they can hold it together to finish this rack off and grab a point for Europe. He's come up a little short. You could see in his face there. He's left Jayson a little bit of an angle here that he didn't quite want. Has he got that cut in the side pocket? You see how he bumped it to leave Joshua a cut in the side? I think it's on, which is nice. He played that well, almost too short, but he just got there. And it gives him a nice angle to play across for the 4 ball.
Had to be very careful there, though. The jaws of the middle pocket are cut brutally.
Yes, this table is not easy for sure. Watching them play on it yesterday, they seem to come out with all different attitudes today. Nicely played. It's looking good for Europe. I didn't want to be the curse of the commentator then.
Happens to everyone, Alison. But we're taking nothing for granted.
That's nicely played. What a great break. Allowing them to finish this rack off and get that point.
The first match tonight went hill-hill. Jayson Shaw held his nerve, ditto in the second match. The storyline here, Europe are taking control. They lead the USA 5-2.